All right, what's up, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's doing well this evening. Let me get everything squared away here so I can actually see what's going on the live stream. Make sure everything is working out okay. Get some stuff pushed back here on my table. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm trying to get this up and running. You know, YouTube keeps changing things. All right, let's play and mute it. All right, so let me see who's here in the comments. Hopefully everybody's doing well this evening. Let's see. We got Victor. This is a good subject. Will it make it to the full first hour? Looking forward to tonight. Terry says, hello. What up? What up, Terry? How you doing? Jimmy's here. Victor's here. Terry's here. Claire, what's up, Claire Bear? How you doing? Claire is a good friend, well, coworker, wife of a coworker. So I've cooked for them a few different times, and they've hosted events that I have cooked for. So what up, Claire? Tell your husband I said hello. But I know. Give me some barbecue. Dave Tolliver, or David Tolliver, sorry. I don't like to make assumptions. David, how are you doing this evening? So let's see here. Oh, yeah. Come on, tell your husband to put in the order, Claire. William Reed, he says, what's going, Dash? Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. How you doing? Goodness gracious, we got some long-time listeners and callers, you know, yeah. William Reed said, it's been a while since I was able to chime in. Yes, indeed. And, you know, very happy that you are here nonetheless. Oh, boy, I won't say we have the revenge of the Davids, but we have another David. Dave, what's up? Blind Man Cooking. All right, I'm going to attempt an 8-ounce pour. Attempt an 8-ounce pour. That's 2.5 cups. We need to get down to here. 2.5. Yeah. No. All right. I'm going in. Ooh, a little shy, but I'm all right. Do the 2.5. All right, we're down to 1.5. All right, that was an ounce. 8-ounce pour. All right. Oof. So what's going on, guys? Let's see. Margaret says, aloha, everyone. Jamie says, hey, yo, checking in from her spot. So I'm going to point to Jamie. Hey, Jamie. What's up? All right, so tonight I'm mixing the clear sauce with the this is a charged lemonade from Panera. Christopher Slaughterhouse Barbecue, he says he's tapped in. What's going on, guys? So I think Jamie's here because I think I poured 60. I poured a cup in here. Damn it. I was only supposed to pour 8 ounces. I poured 16 ounces. I poured a whole cup. I should have just been a half a cup. Oh, man. This might not be good. Might not be good. Hooks, rubs, and spices. Hashtag we smoke meat. He said, what's up, Dash in chat? Nice. How you doing? Oh, buddy. Ooh. I'm going to have to pour some of this off. Or I'm not going to be able to function in another hour. All right, so how is everybody doing? Hey, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I always tell you guys, I always try to say the same thing if I can remember, and it's early enough in the stream. It really doesn't cost you a thing. It makes me feel better about doing these videos when you guys hit that thumbs up button. And it helps the channel. So I would greatly appreciate it if you could please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Victor says, okay, I'm on. Howdy, all. Yes, Victor. You know, so I guess Jamie, Marcus, you know, someone else I was looking forward to hopefully being here was Grumpus. But Jimmy is someone who is has a decent amount of branding. Uncle Steve, actually, someone else who I would love to talk to in regards to branding. And when I say branding, I mean I'm looking at stuff like this. Jamie, actually, I need to hit you up because I need to get some more of these shirts, or I need to get the the embroidery pattern so that I can get some of these shirts printed locally. And actually, not only the shirts printed, but some. I have an apron that I really would like to get embroidered. So, but Jamie, how you doing? Jamie's in her spot, which means she's not hanging out on the town. The last few times Jamie joined us, she was out and about. Yes, indeed, I do. I know it's one of those things where I want to hit you up, but I don't want to hit you up because I don't want to pay for it. So that's usually the problem, the sticking point. It's like, I have so many other things that are taking precedent and priority in life versus me ordering some new shirts. It's like I just keep washing the. I think I'm down to 3 of them, the 3 that I have. So, but you know, neither here nor there. Anyway, hopefully everybody's doing well. But let's talk branding. Hey, miss you. Jamie says that makes you all the same as all my other clients. Yes, indeed. Just use that gas money you're saving on, bruh. That gas money I'm saving on is definitely earmarked for other things. You know, I won't say it's funny. I go from paying gas for me to now paying gas and putting gas into my son's tank. So taste tester number 1 is now picking up taste tester number 3 from school. So I take taste tester number 3 to school every morning, but she, that's branding, branding, not Brandon, Quentin. But I'm paying him now to pick her up because he stopped working and he doesn't have a job. So his job now is to pick up his sister, which means that I now have been footing, I won't say footing the bill, but I'm putting money towards his gas tank. With all of those things being said, the money I'm not spending on me now is going to him. So there is no surplus, Marcus. I wish there was a surplus, but there isn't a surplus. Not at all. Anyway, Quentin, how you doing? Quentin needs to, I won't say Quentin needs to step up his branding game, but Quentin is pretty good. But he displays the branding of other folks. Like Quentin is pretty proud of his Full Sail University tutelage. Is that right? Tutelage? Damn it! Did I leave the top? I think I left the top over there. I was looking for the top on my cup here. I mean, last thing I want to do is knock this thing over. But Jimmy is pretty good with his branding. Jimmy sent me some barbecue sauce, and he sent me the barbecue sauce in a mason jar. So I have a mason jar with Jimmy sticker on it. I also have some stickers on. I have a sticker from Jimmy on my big. I have a 1 gallon water container. But speaking of branding, here's Marcus and Jamie from Crimson Creek Smokehouse. These stickers. I want to say they put these stickers on everything, but anytime they send me something, or Marcus sends me something, or Jamie sends me something, I get some more of these stickers, and I am like, so these stickers, and I don't know whether or not I'm just harder on that sticker, but this is an older sticker. This sticker has been on this cup, and this cup has been around for a long time. This cup has been around much longer than this sticker here. But I don't know, Jamie, if you can tell me the difference between these stickers and this sticker, aside from the fact that this one just says Crimson Creek Smokehouse, and it says barbecue, and this one says DSTX, which is for Dripping Springs, Texas, which is where their trailer is located now. Quentin says, and he's a very proud alum of Full Sail. Rep them wherever he goes. Grumpus, what's up? Grumpus is one of those people that I wanted to talk to about branding. And I say that, and I don't have anything of Grumpus's within reach. Grumpus's, aside from maybe this sticker here that's on this cup. Now, Grumpus is obviously you guys know Grumpus has a barbecue channel, but Grumpus is an old hat to the branding game. Okay, Grumpus. When I met Grumpus, did I meet Grumpus or Grumpus just sent stuff? I don't know. I didn't meet Grumpus, but Grumpus sent stuff. But he sent stuff early on. He sent me stickers early on because that's how this sticker got onto this cup. He sent me pens. I'm pretty sure I got a koozie or two that I have a drawer of koozies. Like, one of those organizer drawers. I have a drawer of koozies. So I have some koozies from Crimson Creek. I have some koozies from Backline. I'm pretty sure I have koozies from Grumpus. Different production lines. Okay. Smoking Joe's Pit. This is your Dash long time buddy. Just stopping in to say hello. Hope all is well. Yes, indeed. Thanks for popping in. I didn't really have a brand. I'm just a dude that likes stuff and likes quiet. All right. Grumpus says shamelessly self-promote at every opportunity. I totally agree. You know what, Grumpus? It's funny when I do not wear something that says Still Drum Smokers Barbecue, because what ends up happening is I feel like my wife kind of looks at me funny when I don't, and my kids also look at me funny when I don't have on something that says Still Drum Smokers Barbecue. Now I have, of course, as you guys call these, my bowling shirts. I have the t-shirts with the sticker logo, which is the newer logo. I have my original run of t-shirts. Now, when I say the original run of t-shirts, that original run of t-shirts was basically my business card put on a t-shirt. I wore those shirts I wore them shirts out. I think I had originally 6 or 8 of those shirts. And I know I gave one to there's a guy named Cody from Hootie Brown Barbecue up in Connecticut. I gave him one because he's a little guy like me. And I can't remember how many of those original shirts that I ordered, but I know I gave some of those away. I know upstairs in my closet I might have, and I think I may have done 2, maybe 3 runs of those shirts, but I think I might have, there might be 8 or 10 of those shirts. But I wore those shirts. I wore one of those shirts every single day when I was laid off for a year and a half. And then when I went back to work, I was still wearing those shirts from time to time. Well, not from time to time, but almost every day, but for a good while. And when I say I wore those shirts out, a lot of the necks have holes in them from just being worn. A lot of the necks have a permanent stain from the oils from my beard rubbing on the necks. The shoulders, like the seams on the shoulders, are worn out. And I was thinking about it because I've been going back into the gym lately. I'm like, you know what I need to do is start wearing those old shirts into the gym, because it's advertising and I won't be, wearing just a blank shirt when I go into the gym. I know that when I used to work out at the Y, people would ask me all the time about my shirts when I wore those shirts into the Y to work out. So I'm going to get into the habit of wearing those shirts into the gym when I go in the mornings as well again. Grumpus has got most stuff for you, buddy. Oh boy. Well, Grumpus, I want to say the address But my PO box, I I thought I had it set up on a recurring credit card or a recurring payment, and I'm pretty sure I did. But yo, for whatever reason, the last 6 8 months, my credit card, my debit card, my PayPal business card, they've all sent me new cards again. And it's like, yo, you just sent me cards and messed stuff up. You know how you have something set up like automatically being paid from something, and then they change the card number so the card number is different, and now stuff doesn't work. This is again. So I think my PO box lapsed last month. I have to get back up to the post office box and get in there and try to get it worked out. Hojo says, evening, Dash. Victor says, okay, my licensed catering name is Little Bubba Smokehouse. I've been thinking about making some hats and stickers saying Little Bubba Smokehouse got wood. So I would say maybe start with something smaller, like some business cards and maybe some stickers. Hats are, that's one of those things. Um, hats are, to me, not everybody wears hats. Like, I am lucky enough that I have one of the probably 10 or a dozen of these View to a Grill hats from Johnny. He definitely hooked me up. Quentin says, oh, Mark. Jamie says, if Marcus leaves the house in anything but a CCSH t-shirt, I assume he's got a hot date. Well, maybe one of these days he'll be coming to pick me up from the airport. Do I consider, or am I considered a hot date? But then again, when he came and picked me up from the airport, I'm pretty sure we can go back to the footage. He had on a Crimson Creek Smokehouse shirt. And speaking of which, look. Here's a Crimson Creek hat. My loyalties lie deep. So yeah. Grumpa says, I feel undressed if I leave the house without pens and cards in my pocket. Yep. So listen, this is one of those things that I'll tell you that I do. I leave business cards by my front door. When we have radiant heat. So we have radiators around my house. I have an older house. And on the radiator that's closest to the front door, I have, well, it's now 1 1/4 box of business cards. But as I'm walking out the door, I'm checking for, look, I'll be honest with y'all. I check for my pistol, I check for my knife, I check for my pens, I check for cash, I check for a lighter, okay? I check for my keys, I check for my cell phone, my watches, my ring, my glasses, and then I check my pocket for business cards. I make sure I have business cards. And actually, I just filled up my business card pocket wallet thing today. This is a business card holder, and it's a soft business card holder. So these, you can see these cards are the cards that are mine that I'm giving out. These cards are the cards that I received from folks recently. And then I take these cards out from here every now and again. Let me see what cards I have in here. I have a officer from Anne Arundel Police Department. This is a lady who does cigars. This is a ticket to a distillery, a card to a distillery, a tour. If I'm ever down in Manassas, here's some more information about that. So this is some information. Oh, so this lady, and I don't want to like spam her or anything, but she does, here we go. She does cakes, and we kind of exchange cards, and she told me to hit her up if I needed anything. So these are cards from a tattoo artist that came into the range, and I sold him a pistol. And then this is the business card of a gentleman who helped me out when I needed I needed a tire on my car when I was down in Central Florida. When I was, so I rotate these cards out, or I change these cards out probably once every, when it gets full, honestly. But, the whole thing is I keep a place for people who give me cards where I'm not just throwing a card in my pocket. Kent, there's another one. All right. Kent has the same deal where he's sent me stickers, and I have stickers. This is a sticker on my this is my um cold water container that I take around. So usually I have three vessels. This is, cold water. Only water goes into this vessel. Cold drinks go into this one, and I have a hot weather one. And I think Jimmy stickers on the hot weather, or not the hot weather, the warm drink container, like for coffee and tea and stuff like that. And then I also have a big half-gallon hot container. Um, so yeah, and they're all stickered. Sticker bomb. So William said, Grumpus and Fire, totally agree. Every chance we get Semper chicken and ribs here in Florida, we're always promoting. Nice. Oh, at Semper Chicken. Shoulder seams worn out. That has been flexing too much. Yeah, it's the seam on the shoulder, and I'm behind in the comments, so let me catch up. Just get it straight by December. Oh, sure enough. Uncle Steve, there's another one. Uncle Steve is a branding master. He is I won't say, Uncle Steve's got it licked, okay? So Uncle Steve is so good with his branding that he will brand whatever it is that you need sent to you in your brand. So Uncle Steve has sent me seasonings and shakes. Well, he sent me shakes that have my brand on it, but they're his. So as I'm talking about this seasoning that came from Uncle Steve, we're promoting both things. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal way to, obviously, I won't say to not intrude, but to not be so intrusive to someone who is like, who the hell is this person? I don't even know that person. Why would I want to, be bombarded with something that says Uncle Steve on it? But when you really think about it, and I was thinking, like, do I have anything on here that says Uncle Steve? Not on this cup. But not on this one either. But I have my Uncle Steve stuff on. So one of the other things about Uncle Steve is Uncle Steve's stickers are huge. And Uncle Steve's stickers are huge on purpose. Because just like with this sticker, I've kind of moved away from this sticker. Because sometimes people can't find a place to put this big old sticker. And I've moved on to this smaller sticker. Okay. Which, is like, if I had to look at the dimensions, it might be might be 3x4. Okay, so 3 inches this way from here to here, and 4 inches from here to here. And I mean, Uncle Steve is that whole everything's bigger in Texas. Uncle Steve sends out some big stickers. So Dingle, what's going on? Blind Man Cooking says, where can you get stickers made that won't cost a fortune? I get my stickers made from Sticker Mule, and this is obviously not hashtag not sponsored. Sticker Mule. When you go out to Sticker Mule and you do your initial order, you can get some stickers, usually for pretty inexpensive, and they will have and run specials and sales from time to time. And you just kind of have to catch them on a good day. But one of the things that I found is with Sticker Mule, they'll give you those sales and those deals up front. But then, as with anything else, once you order 2 or 3 times, they don't offer those discounts and deals like they used to. They get you roped in, and then they're like, oh, hey, oh, what? You want what? No. Did you just miss the double meaning on got wood? No, I didn't miss it. Kent says, Quentin, that SPG and Lucky Shake makes a killer brisket bark. Grumpus says, I can't tell you how many business cards I've handed out in the grocery when ladies see me selecting meats and want me to help them. New viewer. Yes, indeed. So, Grumpus, you know what's crazy? Today, I had on my hoodie, right? My black hoodie. And the black hoodie says, Still Drum Smokers Barbecue. It's biggest day on my chest. And I was in Panera, of all places. I told you about that $3 3-month deal that they have going on right now, or that I bought back into. So I was getting I drank first thing this morning, and I was walking out of the store, and I'm just kind of like, I won't say in a funk, but I just wasn't feeling it this morning. I'd gotten up at 4 o'clock this morning and went to the gym, and by the time I was in Panera, it was a little after 9 o'clock. I had just dropped off taste tester number 3, gotten taste tester number 1 to I won't say to school, but I drove him to the bus stop, and then I went to Panera, and then I came back home and helped taste tester number 2 already got himself out the door. Taste tester number 3 was still in here trying to get herself together. So I helped her finish getting her stuff together, and it drove her to school. And on my way back home, I stopped at a different Panera, and I was just dragging at this point because I had been up already for 5 hours, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm ready to, sit back down at my computer at home, do what I need to do, and hold on one second, guys. And I'm walking out the store, and this guy's like, "You do barbecue?" Yes, sir, I do. I mean, my I won't say my frown turned upside down, but you know how, sometimes somebody says something to you and it snaps you out of your funk like immediately. Well, this dude snapped me out of my funk. He said, "You do barbecue?" Yes, sir, I do. He said, "Oh man," he said, "you look like you can cook." And I almost said to him, "Damn, that was a very nice, polite way to call me fat." That would have had him really laughing, right? But I didn't because I wasn't there in the energy. I thought about it, but I wasn't there. So I said, "Oh man," I said, "Hey," I said, "Yes, sir, I do brisket, pulled pork, ribs, chicken, lamb, salmon, all of it, basically." I said, "And the best part is I bring it right to your door." I said, "All you have to do is let me know what it is you want, when you want it, and I'll bring it to you." He's like, "Wow." So I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." If you're having an event at your house, I said, also if you're having a cookout, or you want to have a reunion or a party at your house, and you don't want to do the grilling, I'll take care of that for you too. And he's like, "What?" And by the time I'm talking to him, I'm already digging in my pocket, pulling out my card wallet. And I never, never, ever, ever give anyone less than 3 business cards. Never. Yo, these business cards cost me 2 or 3 cents a piece because I order them like 2,500 to 5,000 at a time. Never do I give anyone less than 3. Never. The whole thing is, and when they're like, "Oh man, you gave me a couple," I'm like, "I know. I gave you a couple on purpose. 1 is for you, and 2 are for your friends." And they be like, "Oh," but I'm dead serious. The whole thing is, everyone always knows someone that is like, "Hey man, you know anybody that does any barbecue, or you know where I can get some good barbecue, or you know this, or you know that?" I do. Here's a guy. He gave me his business card, and I've gotten, so the video that's gonna go up tomorrow, speaking of branding, the video that's going up tomorrow, the guy who reached out to me, he was he was he was getting married. So he got married last Saturday, but last Friday they had a welcome party. And this welcome party was basically people who were local, people who were from out of town. "Hey, come, let's get together, kind of have a not a reception, but like let's have an informal dinner." So it wasn't like a rehearsal dinner, but let's have an informal dinner where we can kind of all come together and say, "Hey, thanks for coming." But he was like, "It would have cost me $5,000 to have a food truck come to my event." He's like, and I mean, I was a fifth of that, okay? I was a fifth of that cost. And he was like, "Dude," he's like, "all I really wanted was everybody to kind of come together and have a cookout, a backyard barbecue, basically." He said, "I saw a video of you cooking for a graduation party." And he said, "The crazy thing was you cooked all of the food ahead of time." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." He said, "You cooked all these hot dogs and hamburgers and then took them to the person and dropped them off." He said, "Because whatever park or wherever they were, you couldn't cook in the park." And I was like, "I know exactly which graduation party you're talking about." And he was like, "Yeah." He said, "I wanted that same exact thing." He said, "And then," he said, "either you said something or you did something, and it made me kind of say, wait, that guy might be kind of close to me where we are in Maryland." So he said, I looked you up." And when I say he looked me up for sure. So this event for September has been on the books since April. April. And he hit me up and he's like, "Hey, um, I'm gonna be having a party on, or actually he hit me up and he's like, hey, are you available to do, or I apologize, the original text said, I'm looking for someone that can do this exact thing for a party that we're hosting in September. And I'm like, all right, what dates are you interested in? And he wrote a paragraph and he told me the dates, and I said, okay, I said, as of right now, I do not have anything booked for that date that far in advance. I said, you let me know that if this is something you want to do, I will pencil you in way back when. So I penciled him in. And then I told him, I said, listen, I can do this for you, but I won't be able to have pricing for you until about 3 weeks out from your event. Maybe, at the most 4 weeks out, because prices change, things change. He's like, okay, totally understandable. Let's figure out what we want to do. We go back and forth. We had 6 months to figure it out. 6 months, damn near, to figure it out. And we figured it out, and everything worked out to the point where he was like, I can't believe I have a celebrity here. And I'm like, where? He's like, no, you're internet famous. And I'm like, I'm not internet famous. I said, I'm just a guy who lights fires and cooks on them. I said, I'm an arsonist who cooks. He's like, no, man. He's like, everything you did in that video, everything, like, his, afterward. And he's like, everything you did in that video, he said, you do it. You do it. And you did it for us. And I'm so happy that I was able to reach out and make this, I'm so happy it worked out. So you never know who you talk to, who you give a card to, who's going to see your shirt, who's going to see your sticker, whatever it is, that could lead to business. And that could lead to a lot of business. So branding is important. Look, Grumpus says he's been very happy with Sticker Mule. Quentin says, Kent, I plan to try both on a tri-tip this weekend. Kent says, I'll be handing out stickers the American Royal this weekend. Nice. Look, here we go. I talked up Johnny. I was just talking about Johnny and his branding with his hats. What up? I used to use Sticker Mule, but now I have friends that have vinyl shops, so I'll go through them. All right, Kent, that's what's up. Grandma says Dash has his cup. Dash and his cup have been one of my biggest promoters on live streams. Hell yeah, man. Dude. And then Jim from Suburban BBQ. Suburban BBQ, he is the biggest YouTube channel on YouTube that has 0 videos. 0 videos. I met Jim from Suburban BBQ. Oh man, it's been almost 3 years now. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Jim still hasn't put out a damn video. All right, I'm gonna try to catch up. What up, Drunken Chef? I know all about that. Says, what up? Tapping in the show support. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Steve, do send them big ass. Yo, Quentin. So Quentin was talking about Steve. Do send them big ass stickers. That's exactly it. Uncle Steve, did you see Steven and Jacqueline video today? Steven really did you good on the ingredients. That's what's up. So who else has their face on? Not me. I've talked about Uncle Steve so much, folks. Thanks. He's really my family uncle. Steve adoption papers are on in the mail. Yo, can you imagine being adopted by Uncle Steve? Like, for real, for real? Look, Kent says Uncle Steve. Kent says Dash needs an Uncle Steve pillow. I do, because there are some nights where I do fall asleep. I get drunken and yo, but my days have been starting on Wednesdays. My days start at 4 a.m. Tomorrow I plan, even after this live stream, I plan to hopefully get up and go to the gym in the morning. Oh yeah. Drunkest Jeff says, I know a couple people who make stickers. That's what's up. Quentin says, I put one on the bowling alley in Philly. Hopefully Uncle Steve gets some business off of that sticker. Stuck it at the bar. Nice. You know, it's funny, Quentin, you say that. I am hesitant to put my stickers places, but then other places I do put my stickers. So I have put my stickers when I've been on cruise ships. I will give my stickers to folks. When I've been in South Carolina, I'm gonna say all over, but in Myrtle Beach, there are a couple bars, hotels / bars, restaurants where I've given my sticker to a couple of different places. Obviously, Quentin, you seen my sticker at Delisandro's in Philly. My stickers are in places in and around Baltimore. Every now and again, I kind of get a hankering, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put a sticker here. But yes, Lou Calamadas. I was about to say Lou is here, but I can't do Lou a disservice by not saying his whole damn name. Lou Calamadas. He says, "What up, Dash Barbecue fam? What's going on, Dash? Chilling, Lou. How you doing? Panera has breakfast. Yes. Well, Panera's here have breakfast. I don't know about Panera's there. I'm trying to catch up. Quentin says Panera has a solid breakfast, actually. The only problem with Panera breakfast is so you can get bagels, you can get muffins, you can get quiche. They do have some sandwiches, but for whatever reason, I don't know what Panera does with those with the eggs from their sandwiches. They have like a chicken avocado sandwich that comes with like chicken, egg, avocado, and something else on it. Whenever I have eaten that sandwich, I burp up eggs for a day and a half. I don't know what it is about those eggs from Panera. It don't work for me. They just don't work for me. And they also have they have a steak sandwich, like a steak breakfast sandwich, because you guys who've been here long enough know I don't eat pork, so I'm not getting bacon or eggs or anything like that. And they don't offer a non-pork bacon option. So, and then they have a quiche. My wife really likes the quiche. It's like spinach and bacon, maybe. Now, my wife and my kids eat pork. I don't eat pork. Health reasons, those of you guys who are asking. But back to Brandon. Let's see who else has something else to say. Victor says, you know the old saying, never trust a skinny cook. Yes, he's talking about me bumping into that gentleman this morning. Grumpus says, coasters are a great way to promote your channel. They are cheap, and people love them. Yes, I do have some coasters. I had a stack of coasters right off to my right. And I had coasters from Jimmy, and I had coasters from Grumpus. I don't know what and or why I moved them, but now I have this coaster. This was a eco-friendly coaster, I think is what it was billed as. I got that coaster a little over a year ago at a EV event, and I thought it was pretty dope. And listen, I'm gonna say I have been using it, but it is right there. I don't know what the hell I did with your coasters, guys. I must have moved them and put them away. Sorry. Robert Jones says, hello, everyone. Grumpy says, I use my own cozy when I sit at the bar. Always a conversation starter. Have your cards ready. Damn, Grumpus. Grumpus. That is a good one. Quentin says, celebrity loud. I know, that's what I told him. I said, nope. Grumpus says, camera, mics, and equipment for your channel are important, but promotional items can be equally beneficial as well, maybe more. Grumpus never lied. Quentin says, Dash, is your audio changed? I'm using my phone audio. So yeah. Victor says, wait a minute. There's someone who's not put up a video yet as long as me, so I'm not alone. No, you're not. Johnny says, I just noticed that you can go to a channel again when you click someone's name. How long has that been back? I don't know. Maybe it's the other streams who you were cheating on me on or with, that they don't have the ability to see other folks' channels. But it's been, I won't say it's been here, but it's been here for the ability to do that has been for a while. Actually, down DC any during the week? No. Man, I don't get down to DC. I try to avoid DC. When I go to DC, I have to. Well, luckily for me, my carry, the current carry is registered in DC. It's a pain. Johnny says, I don't cheat on you. That's what they all say, Johnny. That's what they all say. Johnny's masterful at branding too. His branding goes the opposite way though. So Johnny is masterful masterful in his videos at the affiliate marketing. Masterful. Johnny is so good about, like, Johnny did a video about a I'm trying to think, what's the Solo. Yeah, I think it's Solo. Um was it Solo? I think it's Solo. Pizza oven. This video was so smooth. I wish you could have said drink for every time he mentioned the brand of pizza oven it was. And he does the same thing with his golden cast iron grills. Every single time. Solo stove. See, I thought it was Solo. I'm halfway through my drink. Uh So Johnny says, heck yeah. Dude, wait. Grumpus says, well, Mrs. Grumpus needs help with something. I may or may not be back. Cheers, dashing everybody. Whoa, Grumpus, if you do it right, you might be asleep too. Mm. Let me just hold Grumpus' sticker out there. Mm. Yo, Johnny is. So he said today was a pizza oven from Solo Stove. Solo Stove, the same folks that give you that fire pit. I'm pretty sure it's the same people. Oh man. Victor says, FYI, I had a doctor's appointment today, and the doctor agrees I should be wearing shoes this Thanksgiving. Nice. Victor, who poked me earlier talking about, I wonder how long he'll be able to stay on topic. Who's the one talking, trying to get me off topic, Victor? Who? Victor? Johnny says it's hard to say Solo Pie Prime fast. Yes, indeed. Yo, Travis, here's another one. I'm gonna say trying to derail me, but yes, indeed. Rest in peace, H2O. I. Those of you guys who have been around for a very, very long time know there was a annual car show that I went to in Ocean City, Maryland, and that car show was called H2O I or H2O International, and it would have probably been this weekend. And when I say it used to be my Christmas, it used to be my car guy Christmas, where I would hang out, see folks I haven't seen in a year, meet friends from the internet in real life, and hang out, talk cars, talk Volkswagens, shenanigans, and do hood rat stuff with my friends. I miss it for sure. Victor says, I love how Johnny plugs everywhere. Yes, he is. Yes, he does. So Johnny is also really good about cross-platform. Well, I guess it would be like cross-platforming. Um, Johnny is great on Instagram. Johnny is great on TikTok. Johnny is great on YouTube Shorts, and Johnny is also great on, I'm gonna say long format, but the normal format videos on YouTube. I'm gonna say I wish, but I'm not there yet. I have the gift of gab, unfortunately, and me making a short video, it's just, I won't say it's not in the cards. It's just not that easy for me. Uh, Let's see. Johnny says the reason you need to say the product name at least 5 times is because YouTube listens to your audio to actually know what the video is about. So you need to say what it is over and over. It's called Bait Dash. Nope. Hojo says Johnny has a great channel and turns out some great videos. Yes, indeed. You know who else has a great channel? This guy. No, I don't. I was gonna say Jimmy. Jimmy is another one that is. He's doing some, I'm gonna say, off the wall stuff, but Jimmy's consistent. I wish I had Jimmy's consistency right now. I had Jimmy's consistency at one point. It just, but Jimmy is he's another one. His he's got his intro down pat. He's got his his cards and the cuff and stuff logo and the stickers. Definitely. Quentin. I'm not reading it. The witness said, "What up? How's everyone doing?" Quentin. So, all right, Quentin. Remind me to tell you about my Rivian experience. My wife and I went and test drove a R1S a few weeks ago. Travis said, I came here just to say that and give this video a thumbs up. Peace, 8 big homie. I appreciate you, man. And I wish we were chilling, drinking, and hanging out in the Ocean City right now. I really do. So, cheers. I feel like I would love to pour out a little liquor, but I ain't wasting liquor. Maybe I'll pour out a beer a little later. Jimmy says, thanks, Dash, but I'm scrambling for one this week. Jimmy, here's a cheap and easy one. You don't need to cook anything. Let's do a tour of your cook shack. Just do a tour of your cook shack. And anytime you have a lack of content, clean one of them damn grills. That's it. Ask me how I know. Hojo says you need to do a moonshine video. I mean, I don't really want to give away my source for my moonshine. He kind of hooks me up because he knows I like it, and I can't really, do a moonshine video because, duh, I'm not supposed to be. I'm gonna say I'm not supposed to have it, but I don't make it myself or anything, so I don't know how. Please indulge me. Tell me what type of moonshine video would you like to see? Victor says, Johnny, that's a great tip on saying about mentioning a product name 5 times for the AI. Yes, I want the S. Yo, definitely agree. The S is where it's at. I won't say I'm not a big pickup guy, but for my family, the S is, yeah. Quentin says 13 minutes to tell me the story. No. Victor says, I might have confused Johnny's. No, I don't know. Mr. Chachi, he says none. Oh, in 13 minutes. See, the difference between 13 minutes, tell me the story, and in 13 minutes, tell me the story. The difference is a word, but yes. Hojo says food pairing video. Which food pairs best with different flavors of moonshine? So Hojo, one thing about me that you will undoubtedly notice is I prefer clear sauce. Clear sauce is my favorite. Clear sauce can go any direction you want it to go in. Clear shine is good with ginger ale. It's good with cranberry juice. It's good with orange juice. It's good with charged up lemonades. This is the mango yuzu citrus lemonade from Panera that has a ridiculous amount of caffeine in it. I'm gonna pour the top off my cup there. It has a ridiculous amount of caffeine in it. So I try to limit myself to 2 of those a day. They are fantastic. But if I drink too much of them, they give me indigestion. So I'm going to take an acid controller right now. This is why this acid controller sits right where it is. So that I don't wake up with indigestion in the morning. Chachi. Oh my goodness. How? 2 comments in, you're already being asked to read between the lines, Chachi. Damn, son. He said 13 minutes in and he might be asleep. Listen, pal. I'm sipping expensive Maker's Mark 113 proof. I'm trying to stay awake. Are you drinking by yourself, Quentin? what's funny is, so I had this flask sitting on my desk here, my table, and I need to fill it up. I have a party I'm going to attend on Saturday, and I don't know whether it's a dry party or not, but I will not be dry. So I will do a little pregame and take my flask with me. Half flask will travel. I gotta talk to my guy though and see if I can get a little bit more. Excuse me, Victor says, how about cooking with moonshine via flambe? Perfect show for an arsonist. Victor. How often have I said that cooking with alcohol is Quentin, you son of a bitch. Cooking with alcohol is alcohol abuse. I would much rather drink it than I would cook with it and burn off the alcohol. I have never cooked a beer can chicken for the same exact reason. And Quentin, oh my gosh, my eye is itching all of a sudden. I can't figure out why my eye is itching. Goodness gracious. Oh, both my eyes. Goodness. Quentin says he always drinks Solo Dolo. I can tell you that's not the case because I have pictures. I don't know if I took a picture of us together. No, I did take a picture of us together because I sent a picture to my cousin of us. I was like, hey, does this guy look familiar? Well, actually, I don't think I said, does this guy look familiar? No, I don't know what it was. But I sent her a picture of us when we were at World of Beer. And then I may have sent pictures to her when we were at the wing place. Victor says, fire, baby, fire. Fire. Steven, he says, hey, yo, Dashing Peeps, good evening. Steven, how you doing? Goodness gracious. Steven, I don't know. Not that. I gotta see. I'm just gonna drop a new one of these. Steven, I did not see your video today. Someone said something about your video, and I'm like, excuse me, I don't remember seeing your video. So I'm going to look at, I say look at it, but I'm going to look for it because I did not see it. There it is. Baked broiled chicken legs. All right. I missed it. You know what? I need to turn on. We're going to ring the bell. Because I'm subscribed to a lot of different places. And a lot of different videos, a lot of different channels, and sometimes things get lost in the sauce. So I apologize, Steven. Quinn says, I don't think we did a pick at the wing place. The place happened pretty fast. We sat down and we started to show up here. So I did not necessarily take a picture together, but I took pictures of you. I do have a picture of you. Man, I'm just dealing with the humidity. It's terrible today. Oh my gosh. The humidity. What's the temperature, Steven? Jimmy said it made him want chicken wings. Shoot. All right. I just want to fast forward to the point where Jacqueline says, it was so tasty. That is my favorite part of Steven's videos. Hold on.
Up around. So when we put them back in, sits underneath the 6 to 8 minutes. Down here,
Come on.
see me next up. Temperature 180 degrees. So let's get ready for a drive. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, boys and girls, here's our delicious barbecue chicken legs that
Found
was
it.
baked or broiled in the oven, and it was so tasty.
Favorite part of Stephen and Jacqueline's videos, hands down. It was so tasty. Victor says we are dealing with 95% humidity here, but it's in the 50s and 40s. He said, damn cold. Steven says about 80 degrees. Yeah, dude. I am rewinding back. We're going to thumb that up. Yo, why? Okay. All right. So, real talk right now. I need a favor. I need a favor. So, if you have not and do not know about Stephen and Jacqueline's channel, I need you to go there. I'm getting ready to post a link to his channel right now. I need you to go to this channel and subscribe. Not only because I'm asking you very nicely, and by very nicely, I'm telling you to go do it. But this man and his daughter are almost at 1,000 subscribers, which basically means that he is very close to monetization. Steven is so very consistent with his videos, with his support for other folks, that I won't say you need to do yourself a favor and watch this channel. I don't listen to the EV driver. Chachi, what did I say? Chachi, go do it now or else you will be permanently banned. Threat and promise. Go subscribe to Steven's channel. Quentin. My dog. Oh, yo. Oh, man. Quentin is funny. Quentin says I put Chachi's ass in timeout. He crossed the line. Nah. Victor says been subscribed to Steven a long time, but I'll spread the word to others. Yeah, man, dude. Look, we're going. Let's see. Can I? No, I don't want to. How long did you put him in timeout for? Because I saw that you can. I put Quentin in timeout, not intentionally though. I was trying to just see. No. I put Quentin in timeout, but I was trying to see. So in the thing today, it told me that I could put people in timeout, but I could vary the time that they were in timeout. So Quentin, I'm just gonna apologize right now that I put you in timeout. It was a test. I wasn't trying to actually. Quentin, you're in timeout for 300 seconds. Victor says he's been subscribed for quite a while. All right, so Chachi, you probably will be able to, I'm gonna say speak, but come off a timeout before Quentin can come off a timeout. And it really was a measure or means to try and test and see how long. Like, there should be some sort of means for me to be able to put people in timeout for a certain period of time. Because YouTube, when I started the live stream today, said, oh, hey, guess what? You can now put users in timeout, and it said between this number of time and this number of time. Well, I didn't get an option. It just blank put Quentin in timeout. So Quentin, don't feel any type of way. Chachi, you should feel some type of way. So if you have not, actually, let me go out to Steven's channel, and I'm gonna refresh this. All right, we went up a couple subscribers. We went up a couple. So Steve, I'm gonna see Steven, yo. So Steven sent me a sticker, and Steven's sticker, I guess because where it is on the cup, like this, where I grabbed it from, it got worn away. But Steven is one of those folks. I think Steven, I sent you and Jacqueline a shirt, and yo, that shirt arriving to you was a testament. Yeah, Kent says 10 seconds up to 24 hours for new timeout, but it didn't give me the option to, you know. Oh, when and or if you watch Steven's videos, just know that he likes spicy food, and his like of spicy food is unlike almost no one else's on YouTube. Like, he puts Scotch bonnets in everything that he's gonna eat. His wife and his daughter, on the other hand, might not be so much. All right. I want to wait for Quentin to be off a timeout. Quentin, are you trying to say anything so I can tell you about my Rivian story? Yo, Quentin said, Steven says, Dash, I was trying to reach 500 subs. That came. Now 1,000 is on the horizon. He said, I can tell you it is one hell of a journey. Thank you all for the support. Chachi said, that's what you get, Quentin. I can see now. That's why you on time. That's what Quentin is. That's what Chachi is doing in his, probably in his boxers. Yes, Steven, dude. I want to say I came up on YouTube in a different time. Definitely a different time, but I vividly remember getting to the point where it was like, I've got 100 subscribers. I've got 200 subscribers. I've got 500 subscribers. I've got 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. Kent says, congratulations, Steven. Steven says, Kent, thanks, bro. Yo, there is no one, in my opinion, who supports the barbecue community on YouTube bigger than Steven. Seriously. And if you are seeing this video right now, do yourself a favor and subscribe to his channel. You will not be disappointed. His unique point of view, and let me just say this. Steven has come a very long way. Chachi says, Quentin all lonely now. No, he's good. Fridge says, so I was knowing I'd have to get to bed in the second hour. So good night all. Let's get Steven to 1,000 and above. Good night. Boy, do I remember. Oh, Jimmy. I won't say Jimmy throws this in my face every now and again, but Jimmy's got a memory like an elephant. He says, boy, do I remember. He said, you were number 16. I was the 16th subscriber to his channel. But listen, there are some channels that I have subscribed to, and I will subscribe, but I don't watch. There are some channels that I subscribe to, and I'm like, did I miss the video? And that's how I feel about Steven's video, because I can say this week, but dude, Steven's videos they're different. They're different. He, like I said, he's come a very long way from being very camera shy and using his cell phone to film a like 3 to 5 minute video to actually doing things that I'm like, man, that looks fantastic. Fantastic. Quentin says, they got me locked up and won't let me out. Hey, good night, Victor. Yes, indeed. Chachi's is laughing. He says, Quentin says, oh, I'm back. Chachi, you should have been on your free Quentin 299 seconds ago. Quentin says, Dash, I had an option to time out for Chachi. Only did a minute. Shortest is 10 seconds. Why didn't I have an option? Who wants to voluntarily go on timeout? Any takers? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? I don't know why I didn't get an option. Quentin says, oh, not again. No, I'm not going to time you out again. They got me locked up. Quentin says, I'll go. No, Steven, well, I'm not putting you on timeout. You are the man of the hour, dude. I can't put you on timeout. That's counterintuitive. Ketchup belongs in the fridge. Oh, Chachi about to put himself on timeout again. Listen, I don't say listen, but I'd really appreciate it if we could get Steven up over 1,000. I feel like I might just have to go out to the book of faces and talk to my peoples and just say, listen, I need y'all to do me a favor. There's a couple of y'all that are following me on Facebook, a couple of y'all that are following me on Instagram. Go out to this man's channel, subscribe to his channel, and I feel compelled. I need to get him over 1,000. Sorry, I need to get him over 1,000. He supports me and my channel, and I would like for him to get over 1,000 subscribers. Let's see about Steven. How many hours of YouTube do you have? Quentin says, Steven, I'll watch your videos tomorrow at lunch in the office. Plenty of people walk by during lunch and normally ask questions about what I'm watching. Chachi used to start telling me what to do. Let me just turn the straw. So, Chachi, I'm going to highly recommend that you go and subscribe to Steven and Jacqueline. Well, Steven's channel. It's Steven and Jacqueline. Okay? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm making a very strong suggestion. Understand? If you click on my name, nope. It must be different for you because I don't have that option. Just put them on timeout. Click on the name. Put user in timeout. That's it. Nope. Steven says not many hours on my views on a video is around 200. No, Steven, so overall on your channel, you have to have 1,000 hours of views using the browser. Yeah, I'm using Firefox, honestly. Let's see here. So on my phone, I can't do it. Let's see, Highlight, share, mute microphone. Chachi says I have been for a couple weeks already. All right, well, good. Better had. I might just have to take it out to the Book of Faces. Out of here, go Apple. Ugh. You about to get put on timeout just for that. Let's see. Toggle timestamps. Community moderation. What is that? Oh, goodness gracious. It opened up a whole different settings. Close. Let's see. Permissions. Excuse me. Interesting. Jimmy said, I just checked. Both of my channels are subscribed. Tell me that story so I can go to sleep. All right. So, when we drove down to Florida and we went on a cruise, we drove down to Florida in the EV, and my wife was like, we need to figure out a better way, or we need something with better range. Now, mind you, my ID4, with the way that I drive, I can get about 200. Excuse me, I can get about 200 miles of range. So, with that being said, she was like, we need to get something with a little bit more range. I'm like, okay, all right. So, when we went on a cruise, or when we were driving basically to Miami from Central Florida, my wife said, we need to get something with more range. I said, hey, this other thing that I've been looking at has been Rivian, and we talked about it before. And she's like, well, if we get rid of the ID4, and I'm like, well, I can't afford a Rivian by myself, like, period. So you'd have to put in on the Rivian. And she's like, all right, well, let's figure it out. So, in figuring it out, I said, well, we need to test drive it. So, KB says, howdy, y'all, you chicken wings. I'm not falling asleep, Chachi. As I yawn. Anyway, I'm not falling asleep. So, she basically gave me permission to look into the R1S and or purchase the R1S with her with her support and or buy-in. So I'm like, say less, fam. I scheduled a test drive. Now, the closest Rivian service center to me is in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Gaithersburg did not have any openings for a test drive for like 2 months. Okay. So, thank you, blind man, for subscribing. Chachi says, let me know when the story's over. EV talk. Dude, this EV will put any car you have to shame. And I was in like the baby valet mode. All right. Anyway. So I said, all right, well, which is closer? There's one south of Philly in Delaware, I believe, and there's one in Richmond. So I said, well, let's look at Richmond. So we look at Richmond. Hey, they have an opening like 3 weeks away. Do you want to drive down there one Saturday morning and check it out? Yep, sure, okay. So I schedule an appointment to go see the R1S in Richmond. We drive down there Saturday morning. We get to the Rivian Service Center. We get out. We talk to the salesperson. And he's not really a salesperson. He's like, I know you want this car. I know you want this vehicle. I'm just going to take you on a X number of mile drive so you can sell it, so it can sell you. So we get into the vehicle. Now they do a walk, a tour slash walk around, and explain some of the features and things like that before you get in. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I've done my homework, so I kind of know almost everything this guy's talking about. We get in the car, we get on the road, and I'm like, all right, it's driving like a normal, EV. It feels kind of heavy and it's very floaty. And then I'm like, all right, well, oh wait, it has active suspension. I can lower the suspension, right? He's like, yes, you can. I lower the suspension. I'm like, ooh, this feels much sportier, but it is bouncier. But me, who drove a lower car for a long time, I'm like, ooh, this feels right at home. But my wife didn't appreciate it, so I kind of put it in the middle mode. There's like a sport mode, a eco mode, and then there's an off-road mode. Chachi, you know what, Chachi? I might put you on timeout. Just since I'm boring you. Anyway, we get out on the highway. And when I say I punched it, and the 50 to 80, because it was limited to 80 because of whatever mode it was in, the 50 to 80 on the highway knocked myself and my wife back into the seat. It was phenomenal. The speed in that vehicle was top notch. Top notch. But the problem the problem with the Rivian was that it does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Exactly, KB, but did you die? Yo, the car was limited to 80 miles an hour. The vehicle, I won't say car because it was an SUV. It was limited to 80 miles an hour. I'm cruising at 80 miles an hour like, yo, this is unfair. And the guy's like, yo, I know. He's like, I know. He's like, but you got to understand, like, lots of people who are test driving these things don't drive EVs. They really don't understand the power and how they work and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, can we turn this off? He's like, unfortunately, no. While we're on the test drive, it's in this particular mode, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bruh, I really want to open it up so that I can kind of get a better feel for what it is that I'm doing here. He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, can't do that. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. But so Quentin says, yeah, my two issues, no Apple CarPlay, and I didn't think they'd charge more than 140 kilowatts. They do. They charge. I didn't know. You said it was 230 you saw? I didn't know they charged that fast, but they have a 800 watt. I think it's 800 watt. Whatever it is, they charge at almost like the 350 300 or 350 watt 350 kilowatt chargers. They can take advantage of it. Whereas lots of other vehicles, the Taycan charges at over 200. The Ioniq charges at over 200. Rivian and the Ford Lightning also charge at like over 200. So Quentin said, I saw 230. No idea how low the guy was. Kia. Chachi says, I charge 93 octane in 3 minutes. So much faster. Chachi, if you are putting 93 octane into your tank at 3 minutes, you must be a broke bum putting in $20 into your tank. Because ain't no way you're doing any sort of damage in 3 minutes. But then again, Who was it that was like, I don't want no Minute Man? Who sang that song? Maybe they were talking about Chachi. Oh, was it Missy? I think it was Missy. She definitely talking about Chachi. Lightning doesn't do over 200. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I think it does do over 200. But even still, I won't say my max. The max I saw on my trips to Florida has been 175, 180 kilowatts. And that's with me being like under 10% going to specific chargers that charge at 300. There were times or instances where I was under, 20% on a 350 kilowatt charger, and I was getting 130, 140. So that was, normal. Quint says Kia, Hyundai, Porsche, Tesla, and now Rivian are the only ones off top I can think that do over 200. I really think the Lightning and quite possibly, oh wait, no, the Hummer. I think you're forgetting about the Hummer, the Lightning, and possibly the Mustang can do decent numbers as well. Missy, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, Chachi all of a sudden got quiet. Quinn says, "Oh yeah, the Hummer." Well, the Hummer just sucks. Shoot, the Hummer does not suck with like 1,000 horsepower and over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. That does not suck at all. Aside from sucking the kilowatts out of the charger, that thing takes years to charge though on level 3. I agree. I think what Kyle charged it from 0 to 100%. It took like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But that battery pack is 2 or 3 times as big as most other battery packs in vehicles on the market. Like, it's ridiculous. He said it's years to charge. Charger says, I don't let it go below a quarter tank. Okay. Well, it's great once it's charged, but you'd have to explain a lot to the wife and family on road trips as to why I stopped them for so long. Yeah, you're right. But Quentin, it really, I won't say it really isn't that bad, but it depends on the efficiency, because, and I would have to do some research on the numbers, because it's not that bad. Like, the longest stop I had to do on my trip to Florida, in our stopping at 5 stops versus 7 or 9 stops, was like an hour. And that hour was like filled with going into Walmart for half an hour, and then going to Arby's and getting lunch. It didn't take us a half an hour, but it took us a couple minutes to walk over to the Arby's to place our order, and then walk back to the vehicle and then eat. By the time it was all said and done, it's like, what? We've been here for 45 minutes. No. The ID4 weighs 7,000 pounds. The ID4 weighs 7,000 pounds. Look it up. Seriously. It's heavy AF. but the Hummer definitely weighs 10,000. I don't know what is the kilowatt hour capacity on the Hummer EV. Quentin says the Hummer is cool around town and hit the beach. Shoot. What beach you talking about? Because there's not charging everywhere in all of the beaches. Dave said, good evening, Dash. This is the first time in a minute I get to drop in and have been working late. Oh, man, well, I appreciate you, man. Dave, definitely appreciate you hanging out. And I appreciate looking at and seeing the clips from different races and other things like that from your channel. Hopefully all is well with you and yours, Dave. What you cooking, man? What you been cooking? Oh, stop it. Do not call her. Do not. Oh, don't. Yo, you just to mention of her name. Jimmy, why would you do that? I thought we was cooler than that, Jimmy. Listen, I stand by my previous statement in that 4 a.m. came very early this morning, and it has been a very long day for me. And I gotta get up tomorrow again at 4 a.m. So I might let this one go to the hour and a half mark, and then we're gonna go ahead and call it. So those of you guys who hopefully, shout out to those of you guys who are those of you guys who are watching this on the replay. Quinn says 7,000, Lord. Volkswagen, Lamborghini, Bugatti, WTF. Listen, batteries are heavy, dog. Batteries are heavy. How they've gotten more efficiency out of the newer ones is to lighten the load. That is, I won't say that is it. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. Steven says, Brother Jimmy, she might be lurking. Yo, that's probably why I'm yawning like I am. I feel a presence. I feel it. I feel it. Blind man says 4 a.m. sucks. Yes, it does. And, the whole thing is the 4 a.m. sucks because I'm not getting up to cook. Like, getting up to cook at 4 a.m.? What? Say less. I will get up at 2:30 in the morning and start cooking because, that's money. But when it's getting up at 4 a.m. after being on a live stream for an hour and a half, hint, hint, I'm getting right in this soon. That part sucks. So 4 a.m. sucks, Dave? Yes, indeed it does. Yes, indeed it does. I have a little teeny tiny bit of my lemonade left here. Quentin says, okay, night, y'all. He says, okay. Okay, y'all. Nighty night. I might go dream of Rivian acceleration and World of Beer with my friends. Quentin, I see what you did there, and I feel it. Like, oh man, that's a kidney shot. Anyway, listen, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to those of you guys who are watching this on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, type in R1S was not for me. I just, some engagement. If you're, you made it this far, almost to the hour and a half mark, I really would like for you, if possible, to in the comments, the R1S was not for me. Blind man, so what are you cooking this weekend? This weekend, I have a birthday party to go to on Saturday night. I don't have anything planned as of right now for Friday, but technically today is only Thursday, so we shall see what the weekend holds. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We've been at this for an hour and a half. Really want to say thank you to you guys who have been here. Chachi, still awake. Blind Man Cooking, still awake. Quentin, still awake. I'll say Austin. Marcus, still awake. Anyway, thank you guys. Definitely appreciate you being here. One last time, hit that thumbs up button for me. Even if the video is over, it really does help my videos and my channel. So thanks again, and I'm gone. Now you guys want to start talking. KB says ciao. Steven says good night, Dash and peeps. Till next week. Cheers. Yes, indeed. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices says peace out. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You might want to make sure that those legs are up on that table. Jimmy says, night, guys. Have a great rest of the week. Yes, indeed. All right, I am past tense. Jimmy says, later, Dash. Blind Man says, nice. Cheers all, and on that bombshell, I'm going to go ahead